special family, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm AutismMom, and on this channel we talk about autism and everything in between. I know there's a lot of talk about ABA therapy and how is this like. ABA therapy from back in the days is always compared to ABA therapy now, but I agree that ABA therapy has changed a lot, has changed drastically, and has been a big benefit for my son. Now I want you to look at this video at different kinds of ABA therapy.
A lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows.
My daughter is 5 years old. She has autism. Me and her dad decided that this year we were going to postpone kindergarten so that she could do ABA full time. What is ABA? It stands for Applied Behavior Analysis. Basically, ABA is going to help teach her the skills that she needs, the skills of a 5-year-old. So that's learning how to share, how to communicate effectively, how to sit for long periods of time, like 15-20 minutes, what an average 5-year-old would sit. Potty training, because she's 5 years old and she's not completely toilet trained yet. All of these things before she actually goes into kindergarten. So when she goes into kindergarten, she can focus solely on learning. It's been 6 months and we've seen a lot of progress. The biggest thing is her ability to communicate her needs to me. So now she is actually, instead of just pointing or guiding me to things, she's saying stuff. So for instance, if she wants Cheez-Its, she will say Cheez-Its, and she will also say pantry to reiterate that, hey, the Cheez-Its are in the pantry, just in case she didn't know, homegirl. And that is a very big milestone. She's also just like talking more, even if she's not talking directly to me or someone else, she's just saying words more and like putting them together. And that was a really hard piece. I don't know if I describe her as non-verbal. I think the better word would be non-communicative, because she doesn't have like a back and forth conversation like you and I. It's more so prompting, asking her questions. She may give you a response, she may not give you a response, that kind of thing. I am happy to see that she's just interested in the whole idea of talking in general. The next biggest thing is the potty. So we have had many successful number ones. She is actually recognizing bathroom. This is why I have a bathroom sign on my bathroom door at home, like one that you would see out in public, because she recognizes that. And that's a little tip that I can give to other parents who are having issues with their child even recognizing the bathroom in their home. Get one of those bathroom signs from Amazon. It works fabulously. So she recognizes that sign when we go places, and she'll say either bathroom or potty. 9 times out of 10, she actually has to go. She is on a schedule, so she goes every 30 minutes. So sometimes I think in her mind it's time to go, so she'll just say potty and she'll just sit there, but most of the time she really has to go. Following directions would be the next biggest thing. She is becoming so good at following directions. She's never been like a child who was just too rambunctious to not follow directions. She would just simply lose focus. So I would say her focus on following directions has improved significantly. I now know that she can sit down for that 10, 15, maybe up to 20 minutes and actually focus on an activity. She could not do that before ABA. Last biggest thing I've noticed is how she interacts with her brother. I have a son, he's 2 years old. When I first had my son, she was just kind of not engaged or interested in him at all. Like, she never came up and like looked at him. She would just kind of really ignore that his presence was even there. She just did not get the whole concept of being a big sister having a little brother. She acknowledges him now. She's hugging him, she's kissing him, she calls him by his name. I love how ABA was so adamant on getting all of the family's pictures so that they could teach her the family members' names and everything like that. So that has been amazing. Overall, I am so happy with ABA. It has been the best decision for me and my family. I will continue to give my updates in real time so you can decide if maybe it's a possibility for you and your family. Please let me know if you have any experience with ABA therapy. I love to read through the comments section and get so much advice in real time. It really helps. It helps not only me, but other parents in the autism community. Please be sure to give this video a like and a share and comment below if you're an autism mama.
Let me explain why I still support 30 to 40 hours a week for early intervention in ABA. I'm Jay Burton, BCBA and host of ABA Beyond the Data, 12 years in the field, 8 of which as a BCBA, so I feel confident that I can cover this issue without concern. So let's dive in. First, let me be very clear. I am not talking about old school LaVos method, table time, DTT, all day, ABA. That approach is dead, and if you're still using that, please stop and look at the research on play-based intervention. ABA today should be compassionate and engaging. I am talking about 30 to 40 hours that is filled with play. Going on trampolines, swinging on swings, playing with the best of toys, and climbing all over jungle gyms. And yeah, maybe even watching a little bit of Bluey, and of course, taking naps as a child needs, which is imperative for early intervention. If a child is happy, relaxed, and engaged, then 30 to 40 hours is not only doable, it's full of compassion. Think about it. Without ABA, most kids that age would be in daycare. Many there would be receiving daycare from 8 to 4 or even until 7, which is more than 40 hours, guys. So where do my recommendations for these hours come from? Research, decades of it. The Council of Autism Service Providers, or CASP, publishes a white paper every few years. They review thousands and thousands of articles on ABA hours and outcomes. One of their most recent analysis compared those that received less than 12 hours, those that received less than 25, and those that received between 26 and 40 hours per week. And those that received, that last group, outperformed the others across domains. One of those domains they measured in was the CARS assessment, which measures symptoms of autism. They found that children who received 26 to 40 hours per week had an average 11-point reduction in autism symptomology. To put that in context, on the CARS, a 30 indicates autism is present. So if a child comes in with, let's say, 40, which is level 2 autism, and receives 30 to 40 hours of quality play-based ABA, their score could potentially drop to 29, which is below the threshold of autism for that assessment. That doesn't mean autism is gone. No, of course not. It means that that assessment can no longer catch it. That's why 30 to 40 hours is so powerful. It creates meaningful outcomes. Now, this doesn't mean that every child needs that level of intensity. If a child comes in with like a score of 31 and has no severe behaviors, research shows that 10 to 15 hours can still be effective. But for children with level 2 and 3 autism, more hours is likely going to be needed. So, is 30 to 40 hours compassionless or anti-assent? When it's done correctly. Just like when any number of hours is done correctly. When it's done correctly, it can be filled with play, assent, and compassion.
I think this is so cool. And I like the diversity. I like the different kind of activities that can be done. And I wish I could find somewhere where I could put Ramsey in soccer. I think he would love soccer. But let me know if you have a cool ABA therapy, the name of it in the comment section below so other people can go check it out. But these are the ones I found, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.